going on, guys? Joe here with another video. Today, guys, I want to go through and break down my Darklord deck profile. This one, guys, I want to do a little bit different. I haven't seen anyone post anyone specifically like this kind of build. What I did was I took the Darklord. I started to post a different build for the video, but I decided to do this to try and give you guys a different perspective of how to use the decks. Hopefully, you guys like this perspective. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. But this version is going to focus mostly on Morningstar and then also the first Darklord as well. Basically just bringing him out, wiping out your opponent's board, essentially, all their spells and trap cards, and then going for game. It's got other things it can do, just the classic Darklord stuff as well, but you'll see as we go through the build, and I'll go through and do some test hands and stuff like that. I'll also be using it in the live stream this weekend, so if you want to see it used the Sunday and Monday when I stream, definitely join the stream. I'll be trying it out. So he used 2 Morningstar guys. He's really good for the deck. He helps speeds up. He's also, if you use him diffusion with the first Darklord, you can destroy your opponent's entire board, all their monster spells and traps, leaving them open. So it's a very good card. When he's on the field too, you can also special summon the difference of monsters you have on your field and your opponent. So let's say you have just Tim on the field and your opponent has 3 monsters, but you can special summon 2 monsters from your deck that are Darklords, and they'll get their effects to you, especially if they're ones that get their effect when they're special summoned, or the ones you just naturally pay the 1,000. I use 3 Darklord. Ezekiel, I've probably mispronounced her name. Just like all of them, guys, you can pay 1,000. And use one of your spell trap cards in the deck, in the graveyard, and turn it back to the deck, and it'll get its effect. You can also send her from your hand at any other Darklord card with a monster, spell, or trap to draw 2 cards, so she's really good in that aspect. I'm probably going to mispronounce a lot of these guys, because you guys know I'm horrible with pronunciation, so I apologize in advance. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce his name, but he's the same. His other effect too is if he's in your hand, guys, you can send him to the graveyard to keep one of your Darklords from being destroyed by basically a card effect. It can be by battle or card effect. So he's really good. I run just 1 of him. I run 3 Superbia because you want this card in the graveyard as fast as possible, guys, so you can combo off and do extended plays. 1 Zerato to blow up the board, plus it's another level 8 for us to use for trade-in. Nergal, another level 8, pay 1,000. We can use the same effect as normal with the Darklords. 2 Nazistine guys, so you can send 2 other, whether it's monster, spell, or trap, or a mixture of any of those, to special summon him to the field. So he's really good by getting cards you can continue to combo off in the graveyard and give you an extender, a monster on the field. Remember, all their effects, guys, they can only be special summoned once per turn. The only one that's not would be Zerato. All the others, except for the him and the level 3, they can be kind of played multiple times, but all the other Darklords can only be played, special summon once per turn. So keep that in mind. That's very important. And also, I'm not even trying to pronounce his name, but he's really good as well, guys. This one is the one that lets you can discard him and another Darklord card with its yet again monster, spell, or trap, and you can add any Darklord card with its monster, spell, or trap from your graveyard to your hand. So if I need to recycle Morningstar right from my hand to go fusion, we could recycle him, or if we need to recycle Banishment, Contact, or any other monster card, we can do that. I do play 2 Indulge Darklord. This one's really good, guys, because this one, she's normal summoned or special summoned to the field. She's going to let you basically you're going to pick 2 Darklords. One's going to special summon to your opponent's side of the field, and one's going to go to your hand. So I can easily pull Morningstar, or I could pull any of the others that I need for combo to my hand. You can only use fairy effects for the rest of the turn, so make sure you keep that in mind when you're going through and doing your combos and strategy-wise. And I just run the classic one, I guess yugioh back is how you pronounce his name. I'm probably butchering that as well. But he's really good because he's basically a foolish burial for the deck. Essentially, you can send any monster, spell, or trap that's a Darklord card, guys, to the graveyard when he's normal summoned or special summoned. So he's really good. You can only use the effect once per turn, so he's a hard once per turn effect. That's the only downside, which is, again, the reason I only run 1 of them. And then Christia, guys, she's really good if you can get her out. She's also level 8, so you can discard her with trade-in and stuff like that to draw 2 cards, which is good because she's in the graveyard. You can use the first Darklord during your opponent's turn, bring back like Superbia, use Superbia to bring back like her, or just uses her effect to bring like her back, and they can't special summon during their turn, and that's more than likely game if you didn't already OTK them, so it's a good kind of a backup board. So that's going to do it for the monsters, guys. I run 19 monsters. I run 3 banishments, just for obvious reasons, right? It lets you add any Darklord card from your deck to your hand. I run 3 contacts, guys, so we can special summon. You want to run 3 so you have at least one of your hand or the graveyard. So when you can get one of these, you can play it twice by playing it once and then using one of your Darklord effects to pay 1,000 and replay it again and return it back to the deck. So that helps out a lot. We run 3 Allure Darkness to kind of go through and get, to basically dive deeper into the deck till we get to our combo pieces. Same reason for trade-ins. As you guys saw, we play a lot of level 8, so it's very easy for us to play trade-ins, especially since we can add any of our monster cards to our hand pretty much at any point in time. I do run 1 Upstart Goblin as well, guys, just an additional draw. And this is the part where mine's a lot different from some of the others. I haven't seen anyone use this. This is a brand new card as well, which is Greater Polymerization. I run 3 of them, guys. I only have 1 copy so far. I ordered the other copies, but they're not in yet. But I figured I'd go ahead and just use these proxies for now. But I do have the one that I pulled in one of my videos. So this one, you can fusion summon a monster from your extra deck, guys, using 3 or more monsters, which first Darklord uses 3 Dark Fairies, so this works perfectly with them. This also keeps, so we can use fusion material from our hand or field. This card can't be destroyed by card effects, so I've already had this using the rank duels. Thanks to this, I've won 4 out of the 5 matches I've played, guys. I've only lost 1 match with this deck so far, testing in rank, doing some test duels. So if they play like Raigeki, Lightning Storm, anything like that, rest of your board still will be wiped because the first Darklord won't be able to protect him, but he won't leave the field, which is what you care about, right? He's going to stay on the field because this is going to keep him from being destroyed. So he'll still be on the field. They're going to have to kill him by some other way. So it's a really good effect. And if we attack, guys, one of their defense monsters, they're going to take damage. They're going to take damage from that, so we can do piercing damage as well. So it's a really good card. I like it. I'm testing it out in the deck. I'm running 3. You can mix it up, and if you don't want to run 3, if you want to run, if you want to run like Super Poly or Polymerization or something like that, if you want to swap one of them out, that's probably fine too, but I like running them at 3 just so I can make sure I get it to my hand as soon as possible. I'm also using 1 Foolish Barrel of Goods so we can toss any of our spell or trap cards so we can use them quicker if we can't, basically get any of our extended cards that we need as soon as possible. Harpy's Feather Duster, guys, this has helped out a lot. I had one dude in one of the matches I played because he was playing Remove from Play. As soon as I played Harpy Feather Duster and wiped out his entire back row, he just basically forfeited the duel. Monster Reborn just as an extender, guys. Then we'll get into our traps. I play 1 Rebellion, which lets us to destroy 1 card on the field, so we can get rid of any monster spell or trap card. Entanglement, we can basically steal one of their monster cards or one of our cards if we gave them one of ours. Sanctified Darklord, we can negate any card's effect on the field, guys, and we gain life points based on its attack, so it's really good. And I'll also use 1 Darklord Uprising, really good to go into the fusions, and it's a good extended card because with being a Darklord, you can pull it to your hand or throw it to the graveyard or whatever you need to do with it at that particular moment. So that'll do it for the deck, guys. So that's the deck in a nutshell. It's 41 cards. I couldn't figure out to get it down to like fully 40. Like, to me, every card in here is needed. It's hard to get it down to 41, to be honest. For the extra deck, guys, I am using what kind of movement you guys can see him. The 3 first Darklords, he's really good. He's basically the main point of the deck. You're going to be playing him a lot. So far, every duel, all the 5 matches that I played, even the ones that I lost, I was able to get him out. So I'm able to play him consistently. So far, every time, whether I'm going first or going second, I can get him out. The only decision sometimes if I go first, if I decide if I want to play him or not. But like I said, check out the stream. You guys will get to see me do it. I'll do some test hands as well with this deck, so you guys can see how the deck works, and I'll use it during the streams. But basically, in a nutshell, guys, if we fusion with Morningstar, like I said earlier, we can wipe out their entire board, so they lose all their monster spells and trap cards. They're destroyed. If we play it with the Greater Than fusion, he also himself can't be destroyed by any card effects. He also keeps fairy monsters can't be targeted by card effects as well, so he helps protect all of the other fairies and himself too, since he's a fairy. But if they have like Raigeki or Lightning Storm, they can still just wipe out your board since it doesn't specifically target. So keep that in mind. That's why yet again I use the greater than fusion, so he'll survive if they Raigeki or Lightning Storm us, things like that. I do use 2 condemned Darklords, guys. This helps kind of pull and cycle some of our cards, like the Morning Star, to our hand, or maybe something we need to dump in the graveyard for a combo. Plus, it's still another Dark Fairy that you can use to go into him if needed. So it's a really good card. I also run 1 Anaconda for obvious reasons, right? So we can use greater than polymerization from the deck, and we can then fusion cards from our hand or field to play him instantly. So it's a really good card in the deck, so we can instantly go for that. Nightmare Phoenix to get rid of back row cards, essentially, because back row's going to slow us down if they're running some sort of control or a stun deck, something like that, or some kind of stall deck. Phoenix will help us with that. Herald to get do more of monster card effects and things like that if they're running more of effect based deck and we feel like we need to get some stop them from being able to combo and things like that. We could go Herald if we've got enough monster cards to use. I also run the Hope package, guys. So I run 2 Hopes, and then I also run the Numeron Dragon, so we can go for an OTK. This basically the deck's meant strictly to pretty much go for. You can go first, but it's you kind of want to go more second, so you can attempt to go for OTK. And also run, guys, Extinction Knight, so we can blow up the board. So let's say maybe we're trying to make a comeback or something like that. We can blow up their board, attack them directly. Then we do that. They'll take the 19, and then we can go into Zeus for our one of our final cards. The other cards I don't have for the extra deck, because that's 13 cards, guys. Which is and I'll put them up on the screen now so you guys can see them. So the last 2 that I didn't have, I tried to go through my collection, which why it's delayed the video, see if I could find them, which was Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. He's really good because he's made with 2 darks, so he's very easy to play, guys. And then also the number 97 to finish going for our our Numeron Dragon combo, so we'll get him up to 9k and go for that attack. I ordered that online as well because I don't have it, but I'll put both of them on the screen so you guys can see it. But let me know what you guys thought about the video, what you think about the deck profile. Some honorary mentions of cards that maybe you want to use a few things different would be, if you wanted to use something different that I use in the deck, like Darklord Dealings would be a good card, 1 day a piece. Monster Gate, Foolish Barrel, Super Poly, Reasoning. Those would be some good cards that you guys could use in the deck as well, or just have them in the side deck, things like that. But let me know what you guys thought on this deck profile. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely consider getting subscribed. If you haven't already liked the video, make sure you guys like the video. And that'll do for this video, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.